All right. Now the next one, we have 0 in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal points. A 7 in the tens place, and a 5 in the hundreds place. Just by looking at it in the place value chart, can we figure out which one's more and which one's less? Probably. Sketching, we have 0 ones. We have nothing in the ones place, but we have 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tens. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens on the other one, and 5 hundreds. So which one's more? 8 tens is what? Then 75 hundreds. Definitely, man. Greater. And the mouth opens to eat a chunk of the bigger guy. And yes, I agree. We can say that this guy, we can put a 0 here. It's okay, we can put a 0 there. So it's kind of like an 80, 0.80 versus 0.75. Yeah, the 80 is bigger than 75. So let's write it. Okay, 8 tens is what? Greater than 75 hundredths. And just for fun of it, just for fun, we can write it in terms of money here. One is 80 cents, and the other one is 75 cents. Which is more, 80 cents or 75 cents? Well, definitely 80 cents, right? Not by much, but it's more. Greater than. If you do all of this, for sure you'll get it right. All right, B. Same thing with B. Okay, first things first, place value, the ones, we have the tens, and we have the hundred. We start with the first one. We have nothing in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal point. We have a 5 in the ones, in the tenths, and a 5 in the hundreds. All right, and we have over here, we have 0 in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal point. And a 6 in the tenths place. Next step, sketching. We have 0 in the ones place. We don't have any holes, okay? We have 5 tenths, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 500 versus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 6 tenths. Now we either use the place value to help us out or the sketching, okay? Here we can put a ghost 0. It's not there for reals, but we can put it there. It's not a big deal. So which one's bigger? Okay, what can we say about these two? 55 hundredths is what? Then 6 tenths. Less, definitely. Okay, so we open up the mouth to eat a chunk of the bigger guy, and so we write it. 55 hundredths is less than 6 tenths. We can do it money-wise. We got 55 cents versus 60 cents. Okay. C, same thing first, like always. Let's create that PVC, place value chart. Okay. We have for ones place, decimal point, tenths place, hundredths place, and in this case, the thousand. Let's bring them in. We have a 3 in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal point. We have a 6 in the tens place. We have a 0 in the hundreds place, and a 0 in the thousands place. All right, and over here we have a 3 in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal points, and a 6 in the tens place. Let's start sketching. We have 3 holes and 6 in the tens place, so 6 tenths, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And I have zeros, so how can we sketch zeros? We don't, right? We don't sketch the zeros. Now let's sketch the other guys. We have 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes, 6 tenths, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 3 and 6 thousandths is what? Then 3 and 6 tenths. Equal, yes. But sir, what about all those zeros? Well, they're there, but technically, like, if they're not there. Like I said, remember here we can do this 0. And we can do that 0 there. And here in the sketching, we can see it clearly. They're what? They're equal. So let's write it. It's just the wording, okay? The way they're set up, they're different, okay? 3 and 6 hundredths is equal to 3 and 6 tenths. And money-wise, we can say $3 and what? 60 cents is equal to $3.60. All right, D. Again, same thing. Place value chart. Ones, decimal points, tenths, hundredths. We have a 1 in the ones place. Don't forget the decimal points. And a 6 in the tenths place. On this one, we have nothing in the ones place, so we put a 0. A 1 in the tenths place. And a 6 in the hundredths place. And yes, we can already start seeing what our answer is. I suggest that you guys do it anyways. That way you guys are in the safe zone. Let's sketch real quick. We have a 1 whole and 6 tenths. And on the other one, we have nothing in the as a whole. You can put a decimal point there if you want. And we have 1 10 and 6 hundredths. What is our answer, people? Someone? Greater than. Definitely. 16 hundredths. Why? Because we have this hole right here. And we have nothing here. So that should tell us that that one's bigger. We have 6 tenths and only 1 10. And then we have here, I mean, yeah, definitely. 1 and 6 tenths is greater than 16 hundredths. So let's say that in word form. 1 and 6 tenths is greater than 16 hundredths. And in terms of money, we can see clearly as well that $1.60 is greater than 16 cents. Big difference. E, again, place value chart. Ones, tenths, hundredths, and the thousands. All right, let's set them up. We have 2 in the ones. Don't forget the decimal point. 3 in the tenths, and a 5 in the hundredths. And over here, we have also 2. Don't forget the decimal point. 3 in the tenths and 5 in the hundredths, and a 0 in the thousands. Remember that if in one we have more digits than on the other one, we can put a 0 there. So here we could put that ghost 0. Why ghost? Because it's there, but it's not really there, right? But it's okay if you put it. Let's go ahead and sketch it. We have 2 holes, so 2 and 3 tenths and 5 hundredths. And we're comparing it with 2 and 3 tenths and 5 hundredths. We have a 0, but we don't put zeros. Okay, so what can you tell me? So let's write it down. Okay, 2 and 3,500 is equal to 2 and 350,000. And if we write it down as money-wise, we can see clearly that it's $2.35 is equals to $2.35. All right, and F, ones place, tens place, hundreds place. All right, and let's put them in. We have a 3 in the ones. Don't forget the decimal point. 0 in the tens, and a 9 in the hundred. Versus 3 in the ones, so that's the same. And 2 in the tens. Let's sketch them. We have 3 holes, nothing in the tens place, and 900. And over here we have 3 ones, or 3 holes if you want to say it like that, and 2 tens. 3 and 9 hundredths is what? Then 3 and 2 tenths. Less than, yes. So less than has to open to the bigger guy, and I agree, because they're the same here, but this one's bigger here, okay? They are the same here, but this one's bigger here. All right, so let's write it in words, okay? 3 and 900 is less than 3 and 2 tenths. And again, I think it's helpful to think of it as money. So this is $3.09 versus $3.20. You guys have to do 1 through 10 on these two pages. Page 84 is just review. Simple stuff. We've been doing these pages these past 2 weeks. And this problem has, like I said, 3 things to add. The biggest clue, the biggest thing that you need to watch out for is respecting the place values. So we have 6,536, and we need to add 2,717. And whatever we get, we need to add it to 465. So that's one way to do it. Or if you don't get confused and if you want to do it the long way, then it's fine. 6,536 plus 2,717 plus 465. If you respect the place value spaces, you'll be fine either way. This one, you don't have to do it both ways, people. You just choose which one's better for you, okay? The 2-step one is completely fine. I think it's safer. Or the 1-step longer one, it's also fine, completely fine. Let's do it. 6 plus 7, it's 13. We carry the 1. 1 plus 3 plus 1 equals 5. Now 5 plus 7 equals 12. I regroup and don't forget the comma. 6 plus 1 plus 2 is 9. We are not done yet, so don't forget that. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5 plus 6 equals 11. Carry the 1. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Don't forget the comma, and the 9 was untouched. So 9,718. Now, for those of you who want to do it the long way, 1-step way, let's do it. 6 plus 5 equals 11 plus 7 equals 18. Don't forget to regroup the 1. I got a 6 plus 1 is 8 plus 1 is 3. That's an 11. Carry the 1. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 7 is 17. Carry the 1. 6 plus 3 is 9. Same answer. So make sure you finish that as well, okay? 878. So I'm going to do A on my own for you guys, and you guys will work on 1 on your own, please. All right. Notes. A teacher took a survey of 4 fifth-grade girls to find out how many hours of television they watched each week. The results are shown in the table below. We have the students and the number of hours. Okay. Lupe saw or watched 22 hours of TV. Jada watched television for 16 hours. Kate watched television for 18 hours. And Irma watched television for 20 hours. Sorry. Which of the following graphs best represents or shows the data shown in the table? So guess what, students? You have to fill in all of that. A, fill it in. B, fill it in. C, fill it in. And D. Let's do that. Lupe, 22. This one says 16, sir. What's up with that? Oh, it's wrong then. Jada, 16. Here it says 22, sir. Well, yeah, it confirms that A is not the right answer. B, we have Lupe, 22. Yes. Jada, 16, yes. Kate, we have 18, yes. And Irma, 20, yes. So this one has all check marks. So I'm going to leave that one as my possible answer. Lupe, 22, yes. Jada, 16, yes. Kate, 14, no, it's not 14. And D, Lupe, 22, yes. Jada, 12, no. So yes, indeed, my correct answer is B. To work on number 1 on your own, please. D. Okay, Alexis recorded the number of cell phone minutes she used each day for 5 days. Okay, here we have on Monday he used 35 minutes, on Tuesday he used 50 minutes, on Wednesday he used 40 minutes, Thursday 65 minutes, which is the most, and on Friday only 30 minutes. Or shows the data shown on the table. Again, you guys fill it in. This one's 30. That's wrong. B, Monday is supposed to be 35, and this one's 35. Okay, good. On Tuesday, it's supposed to be 50, and this guy has 50. Okay, good job. How about Wednesday? It's supposed to be 40, and here we have 45. So that makes it wrong. This one's supposed to be 35, yes. This one's supposed to be 50, and this is 45. So that's wrong. So it seems like this one's 35, yes. This one's 50, yes. On Wednesday, we have a 40, and this one's a 40, yes. On Thursday, we have 65, and yes, this is 65. On Friday, we have only 30, this is 30, yes. The answer is D.